Hi, it's Kathy Sullivan. Today I wrote down some key points to discuss with buyers who are entering into this accelerated real estate market. First and foremost, the most important thing is your team. Hopefully, you've reached out to me already and I'm already your buying agent. But if you have to have a realtor that has an awesome team of escrow, title, lenders, contractors, community partners that are supporting them and ultimately you in your transaction. Obviously, this is important for the nuts and bolts of your paperwork. But seriously, great realtors want to work with great realtors. There's nothing more disrupting to a work environment than getting stuck with the slacker employee who's lazy and doesn't put their best foot forward. So professionals want to work with professionals. When you think about it from a real estate perspective, if I'm that listing agent, you had better bet that I'm going to be looking for the most qualified, well-rounded offer. And that's also going to include how the buyer's agent represents themselves, and whether or not I think that they're going to be able to do the work necessary to get this transaction to close. And you had better also bet that as your buying agent that I'm going to make sure that we're putting ourselves in a position to be able to do just that. You will get pre-approved. You will know exactly what type of a house you can afford. And great realtors also, they want to protect their clients and are not going to risk exposing their clients to people who are not yet ready to purchase. So we will get our ducks in a row. Our market is fast paced. We cannot sit around and wait for the weekend to view property. If I'm able to access or get us access into a property, then we're just going to make it happen. We have to just get there. Buyers need to expect that we will be putting together probably 5 to 7 offers before we get one accepted. And on each of those offers, I want you to stop and ask yourself, what is the most I am willing and qualified to pay to make sure that that nobody else is able to get that home from me? If our offer isn't accepted and we have given our best offer, then there is nothing else that we can do. We just need to move on. Sellers are not obligated to counter our offer just because we took the time to make one. And starting low and expecting to have the right to negotiate is an expectation of the past. Some of the things that we can do is open our search criteria, use the app that I sent you. If you don't have it yet, then reach out to me and I would gladly get that to you. It's free. And look at the filters and how can we cast a wider net. What would you consider and think outside the box here? Ugly houses in a neighborhood that you choose, maybe a smaller square footage, or maybe it doesn't have the dream kitchen that you've been looking for. But remembering that this is probably not going to be your forever house, and let's just get your foot in the door. Maybe a kitchen remodel or demoing a couple of walls is going to be in your new future. Let's talk about something that I do not recommend. I've heard this locally in our Southern California market, as well as some of the other realtors that I talk to across the country, is that people are waiving their right to inspection. I have seen this. I don't recommend it. I've actually even seen sellers agents that are trying to request that. So that's a big no-no. This is a really risky practice, and inspections allow you to get a better understanding of how and if the home systems are working. But what are ways that we can get gritty? Maybe we go to the table and we have a shortened inspection period, and maybe we go with an understanding that we're going to be purchasing the home as is, and making sure that the seller knows that you wouldn't be asking them to do any repairs. But what you do have is an opportunity to purchase a home and also to have a great rate in this market. So to recap, lean on your team, put your best offer forward. Don't waive your rights, but look for outside of the box ways to get your deal together, and call Kathy Sullivan. I have just enough grit and enough grace to get your transaction closed. Have a good day.